Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, welcome back to Elden Ring. My walkthrough slash gameplay thingy-majiggy thereof. Okay, we just fought the visage. Oh god, lots of people dying. We just fought the visage of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, right here, and we got a beautiful 4th talisman slot right there, which we have capitalized on immediately. Now, God, so many people dying here. Aww. Go on, let's start off the episode with some laughs here. They're just trying to run away. Oh, they jumped off. What's this? It's another Radon. Okay, they just straight up died. And what about you? Twin blade, no armor on though. Jellyfish bro. With the Godslayer sword. Oh dear, they got flattened. What about you? Banal's helm, Radon's sword. These thingies don't last very long, or some of them last longer than others do. I like how they get flattened. That's quite funny. Albrick. Panic rolling, panic rolling. We've all been there. Another naked dude. I can't... Oh, is that the same guy? That might be just the same guy. Yeah, I can't stand being naked in the... like, have some dignity, people. Sorry, I'm having some fun here. I think did we see you? Yeah, you got flattened, no? Yeah. Okay. Apologies. Right. There we are. So close we could reach out and touch it. The Erd Tree. So we have pretty much explored the capital itself. There is a little bit more to do, however, and I am just getting my bearings now as we come through here. So, is there anything over here? Any items? No. Just some dead finger readers. It's interesting. Okay, up there is the way to go, people. I'm just I want to check all my corners first. So yeah, I had a very little break. I had like 10-15 minutes break before the last episode and this one. I'm very keen to continue on here. I'm having fun. Okay. So, I always get turned around in this place. I always get confused. I think, yeah, we came from there. That's where the route is. That looked like a chest over there. No. Well, there's a sneeze coming. I apologise, people. Excuse me. Right. Now, I remember there's like a ladder somewhere, but you have to kick it down. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that bit. Okay, anything on this side for us, please? Yes, there is. Hello. Okay. And this place. Yeah, I think I know this place. Right. Okay, so there's a couple things here. A couple of important things coming up here. So this is, first of all, there's a little lift here. Now it's going to reach. It's going to go to a place that we haven't accessed yet in the city. So if you remember that big old dragon lance there that's sticking out, okay, that's how we get to that. There's also a tougher enemy here, Crucible Knight, and there's also this thing here. So that's a statue of Radagon right there. Now, if you recall in the previous episode, oh hello. Corrin and Goldmask they were having some issues with Radagon, and that is the source of their woes right there. So we're going to be dealing with that. Oh, I forgot about you. We're going to be dealing with that in the near future. But first of all, we have a date with this fine fellow. So it's another tree version with the old spear. I thought I'd managed to avoid that one, to be honest. Right, as long as you don't fly off, I am A-okay. Do you drop anything? Nope. So we just got the scarab over here. I could just use Hoarfrost. Where'd you go? Oh, cheeky. Probably go for a Hoarfrost. Nope. Sorry, bud. Barrier of Gold. So that's some sort of incantation. It sounds like maybe it blocks spells, the effects of spells. Okay. Sorry, I might have to blow my nose in a second after that good old sneeze. I found that as you get older, or at least for me, like I always have to blow my nose after a sneeze. Like when I was younger, I just used to sneeze and that would kind of be it. But now it's like, no, you get a good little bit of mucus. I missed an item down there too on that dome. You see, so I apologise for that. Hang on, if we can please do this. Actually, let me heal up. I could do with getting on the barrier first, so we don't fuck this up. Good enough. That's fine. So while I'm here, let me just blow my nose. Excuse me. There we go. Take a drink, poo. That's better. Yes, some strategically placed tissues behind me. Now, so you can go up here relatively easy. You've got to be careful though, because there's archers. Bolt of Grandsax. I think this is a stone sword key here. Yeah, it is. Okay. That's fine. Right, I'm not going to fight these dudes. I'm just going to run away. I've killed them all already. Thank you. So I'll just run away till I'm out of combat. There we go. So actually, I'm going to make a little note of that one. Where's my pen? Oh, for sake, I'm so ill prepared. Right, do you know what? I'm making it on my desktop that I missed that item on the roof there. So what was that episode? I think that was episode 29. Yeah, excuse me. Missed item on roof. Okay, excuse me. Sorry about that. Right. There we go. So, let's go back up to the sanctuary here. Okay. Where we fought Godfrey. And then we're just going to go to the next section up here. Okay. Now, if you progress along this this road, this path, you will eventually come indeed to the base of the Erd Tree, and you'll be fighting a big old boss. Oopsies, that was silly. So I'm not going to go all the way just yet. We will in time, but first I want to deal with Corin's quest here. Okay. Now, in order to do that, we're going to need a special incantation, right? And it's actually located in that weirdly swinging cot there from the ceiling, or hanging cot, should I say? So, to get to the top of the roof, you jump down to here, which I missed in my first playthrough. So you can see how much my first playthrough haunts me, but also, you know, kind of I wouldn't change it for the world, because when you're doing a blind playthrough, or first playthrough of a game, that's just how it goes. You miss stuff, especially with these types of games, and that's why I'm here now to aid you in your own little quests. Erd Tree Bow. So we got the Erd Tree Great Bow way back when, in that grave near the beginning of the game, Hero's Grave. So get down the ladder, just says Celestial Dew, and then up here, this is the important bit. Okay, it might look out of reach, but you can literally just grab the item from here. The Golden Order Principia, rather. Okay, so that contains an incantation that we need in order to progress, and indeed eventually complete, Corhin's and Goldmask's quest. Extremely obscure. I would expect a lot of people to not actually pick that one up. Now, you see I'm locking onto this here. This is an enemy here. You can kind of recognise, but it's a what's it called? A Black Knife Assassin right there. So, do you know what? I'm actually going to put a note here, and I'm going to say this will be our final message, potentially. How are we doing on the old messages? These two have not done very well. That's no good. I want to see double digits here, people. Give me some double digits. Like, I want this, you see? That's what I want. Right. Okay, let me try. I think there's an option that says locking on. Close quarters. Summoning. Actions. Is it actions, perhaps? Two-handing. Target lock. There we go. Try target lock. This will get some likes, I think, because it's a good little tactic there. Because I remember just running past this dude. Or a lady, originally. And then when you go into this bedchamber and it's all pretty and interesting, you get stabbed in the back. So maybe this Black Knife Assassin is left over from the Knight of the Black Knives. You'll also recognise that this is one of the loading screens right here. And this is indeed Marika's bedchamber. So lots of flashbacks to kind of like Guinevere in Dark Souls 1, where she's on that big couch thingy in Anor Londo. So what is this, Grace? Queen's bedchamber, yeah. This is Marika's bedchamber. And a load of tablets here, for some reason. One would assume they've all got inscriptions on. So no doubt imparting the knowledge of the Golden Order right there. I've never actually climbed this. Can you climb this? Ooh, never been up here. Oh, cool. I'm surprised there's not more messages. Okay, yeah, there are. Right on these thingies. Oh my god. That's weird. That feels very weird. Hang on, how did I do that? Did I have to be more up to the right-hand side? How did I get up there? Oh, there we go. Ah! Well. Magic cloth. That's the Golden Order for you. Yeah, you will have starched curtains beyond your wildest dreams. So in there is the boss, the final boss of this area. Okay. The final boss of the Lanedale Royal Capital. I don't want to do it just yet, but it will be coming up. Like I said, I want to deal with Corhin's quest. So, first of all, we need the incantation that is within that tome that we just got. Now, if you recall, I like to give all of my scrolls and tomes to the Turtle Pope. Okay, or the Tortoise Pope. Because this is a character that stays in one position and they don't get turned into horrendous monsters or killed or maimed in any sort of way, unless you kill them yourselves.
Greetings.
So let's I don't have any more scrolls for you, but I can give you some prayer books. So 2 fingers.
Oh, what have very well. Let us both. Heresy is not all things.
I mean, that's literally a prayer book of the 2 fingers. I don't think it's heretical, my dear Pope.
Oh, what have very well. Heresy is
the same with that one. So it was the Golden Order tome that we wanted. Is that by Study Sorcery? That's Study Incantations we want. Now, which one do we want here, people? So there was in fact a message in front of that Radagon statue, and it's hard to miss because it just looks like a normal message from a player, but it's actually part of the game. So if you go to this one, it will say something like regression is the key or regression is the answer, and this is the spell that we want, the Law of Regression. Incantation of the Golden Order Fundamentalists, one of the key fundamentals. Heals all negative statuses, dispels special effects, and reveals a mimicry in all its forms. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. It kind of makes sense for this quest, but you'll see. Fundamentalists describe the Golden Order through the powers of regression and causality. Regression is the pull of meaning that all things yearn eternally to converge. So, very symbolic here of what we're going to be uncovering. Excuse me, so we need 10k for that one. You'll also notice, weirdly, this levels with intelligence. So it's not like a normal incantation which levels with faith traditionally. Also, we're going to have to be able to equip a seal in order to use this incantation. So that might be a little bit of a problem for us because we've not leveled up our faith/intelligence in any way. So I'm going to be doing this on the fly, so you have to bear with me a little bit while I figure this out, okay? First of all, I'm actually going to sort out all my inventory. Let's get this done now. Okay. Now, yeah, you get 2 Erdtree daggers in the game. Store those. Okay. How many straight swords do I have? I've already got one. So I don't want more of those. Yep. Nice great sword. Where are my great swords here? Don't need 2 of those. Give me that. Obviously want the Darkmoon greatsword. This might come in handy, so this is the reason I've hung on to this the entire game. We might be using this, because this increases our stats when we use the special ability on the weapon. And that might come in handy for us if we want to increase our intelligence momentarily. But to be honest with you, I might just go for the old respec, to be honest with you, TBH. Where are my katanas? Right there. So what we got? We've got Uchi Katana and Nagakiba. All those. Twin blades. Now, what kind of hatchets do I have? Yeah, that's the Storm 1. There, I have 2 of those. Now, we've already got a club. We've got a spiked club, warhammer, or war pick. Blacksmith. Okay. That's the celebrants thingy, I think. No, family heads. That's the celebrant thingy. Yeah, give me both of those, please. Strongest weapon in the game, potentially. Great club. Do I have a great club? Nope. What was that one? Troll's hammer. Okay. So, I mean, like a lot of these are strong weapons. Strong. And they're all colossal too. So colossal hammers really aren't a joke in this game. Oh, we got this too. Apologies. Bolt of Gransax. Spear whittled from the weapon wielded by Gransax, one of the legendary armaments. A great ancient dragon, Gransax once rained calamity upon the royal capital. The only time in historical record that Lanedale's walls have fallen. This marked the dawn of the war against the ancient dragons. So, Gransax is the name of the huge dragon that is felled within Lanedale. And kind of just sitting there. And he obviously managed to breach the walls, unsurprisingly. And that started a war between the Golden Order and dragons a long time ago. Now, why do I have 2 iron spears? That's incorrect. Okay. So I've got one of you. Give me those. Apologies. You can skip all this if you find it boring, but kind of needs to be done, doesn't it? We have to keep our things in order here. I've explained in previous episodes, so if you don't understand by now, you can go fuck yourself. Sorry. I'm kidding. Okay, that's the bow we used to kill Radahn there. It did us good. Cannon. Sorry, itchy. Okay, I've got loads of... I thought I had more than that, to be honest with you. I've got a digger staff. Carrion. That's new. Prince of Death. Yep, okay. So, it looks like I can't use any seals at the moment. Which is it's a bit of a problem. We need at least 10 faith, it looks like, to use a seal. So we might just have to respec our character anyway, people. I'm not willing to permanently put 2 points into what's it called? Faith. Not at this stage of the game. So, excuse me, we don't need you. That's our torch there. Okay. Rickety shields. Do I have one of you? Oh, that's a scripture shield. Yeah, that's different. Okay. Molten. Candle tree. These are all mediums. I'll definitely have a brass. Yeah. Great shields. So we got the Briar Great Shield. Icon. Got you. Dragon Claw. Ant Head. Erd Tree. And then clothes. Sorry, I should have done this earlier, really. That's why there's so much to kind of go through now. So I'll hang on to the Twin Sage Crown for potential future playthroughs. All this quest stuff here. Okay. Yeah, these are all unique. Unique. Black Hood. Do I have a Black Hood already? Where's Black Hood going? There. Omen Head. Skeletal Mask. Foot Soldier. Vulgar Militia. I've got one of those. Got Radon. I know about that one. Lanedell. Jaren. It's kind of a trip down memory lane, this, a little bit. Clean Rot. Istvan. Some of it good memories, some of it not so good memories. Altered and normal. Altered and normal. Page Garb. Apologies, do feel free to skip through this, people, if you don't like this sort of thing. I don't mind at all. Yeah, they're all unique. That's Raya's. Ruler's Garb. That's Kenneth's robe. Marias. Where are we now? So we don't need 3 of those. Good heavens. Vulgar Militia. So yeah, I think I'm gonna sell all this stuff that I haven't gotten rid of yet. Twinned armor we can store. Did I store the helmet? No, I didn't. Why didn't I store these? Am I touched in the head or something? Right. Blythe, bless him. Gone. Gone for good. That was the red mane, okay. Bloodhound, yeah, we need that. Where are these guys? I wish it would take me to where these are being stored. Radon. So, almost there. Mushroom. Godskin. So, Lanedell. That looks unique. Yeah, they're all very similar though. Lanedell Soldiers. Did I just store one of those? Yeah, they're right there. Okay. You got me? They all look a little bit too similar for my liking. Bloodhound Knight. Blythe. Yeah, and then the boots that we just have to go through. So we're almost there, people. I apologise. We'll have to store our talismans too, actually. Okay, so ooh, we don't need 3-page trousers. No. Slight overkill. Rani skirt. Redmane Gelmir. Bloodhound Knight. Raging Wolf. Scaled Greaves. Oh, I think that's Istvan's set. Darn Lionel Bullgoat. Okay, yeah, and then let me just quickly deal with my talismans here. So I don't really need duplicates of thingamajiggies. So we've already got the Saw Seal. I don't remember where Marika's Saw Seal is. There is one in the game, but I don't remember where. Is it in the Halig tree? Might be in the Halig tree, you know. I think it might be, yeah. So they're not duplicates. They're all fine. And there we go. Good. Right, apologies for that. But it sort of had to be done, didn't it? Now. Let me see here. Let me look at my seals, please. Seals. Which is the original reason I came here. Kind of got sidetracked. So, let me see. That needs 40 faith, 17, 18, 10. So that just needs 10 faith and 4 strength. That needs 10 arcane, which I have. So is it, I could choose between those two, couldn't I? I might just do that. And then how much, sorry, how much intelligence? I think it was at 35 for the incantation. Where is it? Law of regression, 37 intelligence that we require there. Okay. So let me actually equip the darn thing. There you go. Do you know what, actually? Let me just go check, because we can buy the original seal, like the most basic seal from the twin husks over here. Excuse me, and we'll go see what the requirements are for that one too. Any more bell bearings, actually? Gravity stone, that was it. Yep. So we can buy these things now. There you are. Finger seal. That just needs, that's the same as the beast claw. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, we're gonna go respec here, just so we can complete this quest. So if I wanted to, I'd have to pop 2 levels into faith, or I could maybe wear something that gives me some more faith. To be fair, I could use the grafted sword to temporarily boost my faith, and then I'd boost my intelligence stat with different clothes, like the Twin Sage helmet, or I could use the Wondrous Flask of Physic and use the Intelligence Crystal tier, but I'm just going to be a little bit lazy and just do it this way.
Now.
We've got plenty of larval tiers anyway, and of course we didn't give one to Bok, so we have spare now. 10 faith, so now we can use the spell. Let me just pump the rest into doesn't really matter at this stage, does it? You know, just a bit of that, please. Hang on, we probably want to be able to use our sword in a pinch. There, that'll do. Thank you, my dear. Now we're sweeting, fair and fine. So yeah. Oh no, I forgot about the weight. My apologies. We're going to have to be a naked joke for a little bit. Apologies, people. There we go. It's always the way. Now, excuse me. Take me to the Erdtree Sanctuary, please. Hopefully I don't run into that perfumer along the way. I should be fine. I'm just going to equip my seal here. So unfortunately you have to do this to complete Corin's quest. It's a little bit silly. Especially if you've done what I've done for the entire game and just leveled strength and endurance and health. Can I use my lantern? Will that take me over? Ah, yes. Our ripped Joker. Also, I forgot to mention... Yeah, our eyes are looking a little bit red. In this game, when you do certain actions... So if you partake in Dragon Communion, if you do Vare's quest, the colour of your eyes will change. So because we've most recently done the Lord of Blood's Vare's quest, our eyes have gone red. Well, they were already kind of red, but they've gone more red, so I think I will change that back when we go back to Renala. So, if you read this message, regression alone reveals secrets. Here. So you pretty much have to do, if you run up to the statue, it won't work. You have to do it here, I believe. So... that's the secret, people. If you remember, this was mentioned somewhere else in the game. I'm trying to remember where. Potentially in the Church of Vows, actually. Like, it said that there was a mason in the city, and that they, when they were building this statue, they had a revelation about Radagon America. So, before I tackle that little nugget of wisdom, I'm going to go back to Renala and change myself back post-haste. Because I feel very exposed, literally and figuratively.
Now, is it thy wish?
Rebirth, please. No. So, let's get our stuff back. 60. Oops, that's 70. Hello, thank you. This was on... we'll deal with that one last, actually. No, I apologise, I'm all over the shop. This one goes to 50. And the rest into strength. Is that right? Hang on. No, I apologise. Dexterity needs to be on 12 or 15. God, I apologise. I'm very unprepared. I don't remember what I need Dex to be. Let me have a look. 12. What about our polybo? I'm sure we needed it on 15 for something, didn't we? What did we need it on 15 for? Oh, our twin blade. Yes, okay, right. So Dex needs to be on 15. Please.
Now.
Okay, let's try again. So 60. 15. 50. And then the rest into strength, please. Excuse me. Do you know, I'm curious. What would our strength or our attack power go up to if we had max strength? 798. Would you look at that? And it would go up even higher because our weapon isn't fully maxed out yet. So that's quite cool. So we'll be doing up to 900 damage, between 800 and 900 damage, which is pretty sweet. Is that everything? No, pardon. Here we go. Let me just check that's right before I continue. Yep. And like I said, I'm going to put my eyes back because I don't want blood red eyes. So, detailed, and I can probably just load my favourites. I'm not sure why I've got two Jokers here, by the way. They look exactly the same. Maybe I saved two by accident. Anyway. Will I get my eyes back? Yes, it will. You see how my eyes change back to a nice... I mean, the pupils are still kind of red. Not pupils, the irises. But the eyes are back to being white. No, don't discard. Thank you. And we're almost back. Let me put my shit on. And then I think I'll go sell all my stuff that I have left over. A shield. And then we'll progress with the game. No, that's wrong entirely. This should be my bow. My armor. And is that everything? I think that's everything back to normal. Yeah. We still can't equip our torch yet. We need a better Erdtree's favour. Talisman. Okay. So, quickly take me... Do you know what? Any old merchant will do. I know, I like to use this merchant because they're right near a shack here. And just sell all my excess shit.
Back on you to this.
Do you know what? All these too, please. Give me all those. Beautiful. All this stuff, I wonder how much we get. So we're on 160,000. What do we get for selling all the stuff we don't need? I'll be careful to not... That's a unique weapon. That needs to be stored. I'll be careful not to sell any unique stuff. We already have a pest glaive. Short bow is fine, I think. I hope. Digger's staff, yes. Okay, there are all our seals. They can be stored again. You're my small shield. No. Yes, yes, yes. you, and a you, and that's everything. God, we got like 2,000 souls from that. Almost not worth it. And let me just store the rest of my shit here before we carry on with the game. So we don't really need you anymore, do we? Old fellow. Yeah, we'll get rid. No, I need the Serpent Hunter, though. God's sake, man. Get a grip. All these. There we go. Beautiful. Right. And we go back to Scribe Corin. Excuse me. Quickest way. Good question. Probably from the where the gargoyle was here. Yeah. And as you will see, the gargoyle does not respawn. So we have to deal with them every time we go through. Being able to ride a torrent up here would be useful though, not gonna lie. Yay. So I was thinking to myself, do I do the underground sewers place, the shunning grounds it's called, or do I go and do the boss of this place first? And do you know what I was thinking? I think I will go do the boss. Mainly because I wouldn't mind having their great rune. Because this underground place is actually, it's quite tricky. There's some high level enemies down there. Including some Fell Omen, which I've had bad experiences with in the past. I've come too high here. But I might as well kill you. Still not used to that door being open. Okay. I can also level up once more. I forgot about that. Oh my god. What the devil was that? I guess they got grabbed. It kind of looked like it was more intimate than threatening. So where are you guys? You're up here. So people, get ready for this. This is one of the biggest revelations in the entire game, lore-wise, right here. So, you know, if you've been watching up until this point, not really spoilers, but otherwise, you know, potential spoilers coming up here. So we have to whisper into Goldmask's ear the secret that we just unveiled. He actually made a sound. Radagon is Marika. And we get Golden Order Totality. Again, one of my favourite gestures in the game. I actually prefer it to Inner Order. There we go. So we've actually got all of my favourite gestures now in the game that I like to use. I like this one because you can actually speak with it. Hey! And this is a cool bow here. This is, of course, Edgelord. There we go. And then these two are quest gestures. And I do like her edition, generally speaking, anyway. I think it's quite cool. The whole delay, and then suddenly... Eureka! There we go.
What on earth did you do to the Master? Well, not that I'm complaining. Master's finger moves again, resuming his cogitation. More than good enough for me. I haven't the words to thank you. So I'd like to pass this on to you instead. A glimpse into the heart of the Golden Order. Documented by yours truly.
I believe Corin will now sell some additional incantations. Also, Corin, you know, I'm clearly the one that had this revelation about the Erd Tree. Shouldn't you be, you know, my scribe instead of Goldmask's? Considering I know more about the world than Goldmask.
To think that Radagon was Marika herself. Or at least, such is all I can interpret from the rhythm and calculus of his finger. How would such a thing even have been possible, I wonder? Sadly, I cannot comprehend it myself. Do you have a fuller understanding of the matter? Oh. Well, either way, I can continue my documentation. In truth, it matters very little whether I understand the Master's thoughts or not. I am merely his scribe. It is my sole and unwavering purpose.
So, people. Radagon is Marika, and Marika is Radagon. They are the same entity. Okay? They are the same being. It's... yeah. It's... But then, what was the whole situation about Radagon marrying Marika because he left Renala to go marry Marika? Well, he married himself. But then this also reveals some further truths to us, and also some explanations. Melania and Mikola are Empyreans. So they are true demigods. However, Empyreans, in this game, can only be born of a single entity. And they were the son and daughter of Radagon and Marika. And now we know that Radagon is Marika. It explains to us how they could possibly be Empyreans. So only the true offspring of Radagon and Marika, which are the same entity, can be demigods who can truly rise up to the status of true godhood. So this is why the Two Fingers were so interested in Ranni. Because Ranni was an Empyrean, and it seems as though Ranni may have potentially been the favourite to take over from Marika. Perhaps is this because Melania and Mikola were flawed? Because Melania had a rot, Mikola had his eternal youth. But what if Ranni was actually perfect? What if she had no flaws, and she was the ultimate successor to Marika, to be the new goddess of the lands between, and to usher in a new age? As we know, Ranni was an Empyrean. She could only be born of a single entity. But when Ranni was born, Radagon was with Renala. However, we know now that Ranni could not have been born of Radagon and Renala, otherwise she wouldn't be an Empyrean. She had to have been born of a single entity. So either Radagon and Marika did something behind Renala's back. I'm not sure if I'm still not sure on this. I don't know if Radagon and Marika can exist separately or simultaneously at the same time, because they are the same entity. I'm not sure on that. I mean, I would assume so if they're able to reproduce them and create Empyreans like Mikla and Melania. So either Rani is the daughter of Radagon and Marika, or, like I've mentioned previously, Rani was born of that special amber egg, which may, I mean, it could be Radagon's great rune. You know, maybe his rune is, maybe the power of his rune is the ability to, or the gift of rebirth. So, I don't know, it's a little bit confusing, but either way, Rani is the offspring of Marika / Radagon. In what capacity, I don't fully know, but she is, and therefore she is an Empyrean, and it seems as though she was a perfect vessel for the Elden Ring, which is why the Two Fingers and the Golden Order, the Greater Will were obsessed with her. And why Rani, despite being the offspring of Marika and Radagon, or just Radagon, I don't know, but despite being the offspring, she didn't want anything to do with it. So what did she fucking do? She had the Knight of the Black Knives. She killed her own body so she could never be a vessel for anything. She sacrificed Godwyn the Golden. Oh my god, shit. And brought death to the demigods, brought death back to the world. And then eventually we helped her finish off the job, which was to sever her ties with her two fingers by killing them. And the only way to kill the Two Fingers properly is to use the ancient relic from the city of Nokron, who came up with a way to vanquish the Golden Order. So, I mean, I apologise. I've gone off on a bit of a tangent here, but it's extremely important and fascinating. This is absolutely why these games are some of the best that you could possibly hope to imagine. Some of the best, like, just the depth, the sheer depth, the abyss of lore that is available. And still, we don't have all the answers. We don't fully know. We don't fully know the answers, and that's kind of the beauty of it. And the genius of Miyazaki. Because we're left to formulate our own answers in some way or another. We have to fill the gaps ourselves. And that is such an amazing feeling, because here we are. You know, we as the players are able to alter the lore / story / outcome of this world through our own actions. Now look here, we can summon... Oh look, we can summon Melania, which I know is Melina, by the way. So I'm not going to do that. Although it's kind of cool, but I want to be able to fight this boss on my own. So, yet another big old revelation coming here. Who is the Lord of Leyndell? Who could it possibly be? Who is still trying to defend the capital in the Erdtree? Well, we already have an inkling, don't we? We've had some clues. Willful traitors, all. Is none other
with these thrones
than Margit.
Godric the Golden. The twin prodigies, Mikla and Melania. General Radahn. Praetor Rykard.
Luna Princess Rani.
Princess Rani.
What were they, Margit?
Willful traitors. All.
That's the one.
Thy kind are all of a piece. Pillagers, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Have it writ upon thy meager grave. Felled by King Morgoth, last of all kings.
Da, da, da. Yes, indeed, people. The Master of Leyndell and Demigod is indeed Margit, or should I say Morgoth, the Omen King. Right here. So, he's no pushover. You do have to be careful. So, obviously dealing some holy damage here. Do you know what? Give me some frost if I can. Watch out for the delay on that one. And give me a shield. Let's see what we can do here. Start me off with one of these. Ah, the delay on that does get me. You always did like your delays, didn't you, Margit? We're doing some pretty sexy damage, though. I don't mind losing my frost, just to do some of this. Now, there is an AoE coming up, but I don't mind taking a hit. Now, I'm going to try not to kill him too quick, because there's more lore.
Damned by my curse, such shedding I cannot bear. Thy part in this shall not be forgiven.
And I'm afraid Morgoth. So, like I said, Morgoth or Margit was indeed a shardbearer of the Elden Ring. Okay. Now, depending on where you defeat Morgoth, that is where his body will be. It's very missable, and I missed it in my first couple or few playthroughs. Make sure you look for his body. So on this occasion, Morgoth is right here.
Tarnished, thou art but a fool. The Erd Tree wards off all who deign approach. We are all forsaken. None may claim the title of Elden Lord. Thy deeds shall be met with failure, just as I.
Though our old adversary, Margit, has truly been felled. Okay? Now, how could Morgoth or Margit be a shardbearer? Who is he the offspring of? Margit or Morgoth is the son of Marika and Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. Okay? So indeed, he was a shardbearer, and he held a piece of the Elden Rune. And when we took it from him, he withered and died. Okay, there's not really too much to say. I mean, you'll notice up here that good old Margot wasn't necessarily lying. Impenetrable thorns refuse all. None may enter the Erd Tree. So we're locked out. But what the hell? We were supposed to be able... The whole journey, the whole purpose of coming here to the Erd Tree was to go inside and mend the Elden Ring. so that we could restore the Golden Order. But we have been spurned. The guidance of grace is denying us passage. So we need to activate Morgoth's Great Rune. So there's not much lore there, but we do have the Remembrance here. Excuse me. The Omen King. Though born one of the graceless Omen, Morgoth took it upon himself to become the Erdtree's protector. He loved not in return, for he was ever... He loved not in return, for he was never loved, but nevertheless, love it he did. So, despite being spurned by the Erdtree and the Golden Order, Morgoth took it upon himself to be the last bastion, the last guardian of the Erdtree. He felt some sort of deep sense of duty, I suppose, to protect, the Erdtree and his mother, America, and all that sort of stuff. So, there we are. But I'll be honest, I'm just trying to rack my brains. I'm first to admit, I don't know everything about the lore, and there's still some gaps in my knowledge, even though I've seen the videos, but I've obviously forgotten some of it. Like, why was Morgoth or Margit trying to stop us? Because he first fought us here. I'm just trying to think why he was trying to stop us. My assumption would be that he did not regard the Tarnished as being suitable vestiges to become Elden Lord. Like, he thought that we were perhaps, mere paupers, that we should never be dared we should never be allowed to set foot within the Erdtree to become Elden Lord. That would be my guess. But then it's also kind of confusing, because Marika is the one who created the Tarnished, with the express purpose of one day coming back to save the lands between. So, it's a little bit confusing. Anyway, you'll see here we're trapped. Okay, we're not allowed to leave this area until we rest at this here bonfire. But for what reason? Let's find out. Melania.
Hello again.
Melania, sorry.
Old friend, allow me a moment to converse with you. You are unable to enter the Erdtree, no? Prevented by the mantle of barbs. The thorns are impenetrable, a husk of the Erdtree's being that spurns all that exists without. The only way to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord is to pass the thorns. My purpose serves to aid in that very act. So I'd like you to undertake a new journey with me to the Flame of Ruin, far above the clouds, upon the snowy mountaintops of the giants. Then I can set the Erdtree aflame and guide you down the path to becoming Elden Lord.
It's tempting, my dear. Rolled medallion. We've heard this mentioned. The Grand Lift of Rolled. Red mark was made on the map. I want to say that originally it didn't give you a red marker. You kind of just had to find your own way.
I wish to journey with you once more to the Flame of Ruin, far above the clouds, upon the snowy mountain, and guide you.
So, Melania's gone a bit crazy. She wants to burn the Erdtree. Was this your purpose that you've discovered here, Melania? Sorry, Melania. I'm getting them all fucking mixed up now. Sorry, I call Melania as if she's Donald Trump's wife. Anyway. So, yeah, I've accepted your new accord. Kind of didn't have a choice there, did I? But I'm down with it. Didn't equip my golden scarab, but I don't really mind. Like, I don't want to miss any juicy bits of lore. So has your body been... Yeah, okay. So Morgoth's body's been teleported over there. Okay, give me a level. Actually, do I want a level or do I need any runes to buy anything? I think I'm okay. So level 60 strength there. Very juicy. Good. Okay. So yes, this is a little... yeah, this is definitely new from when I first played the game. That wasn't there originally. I guess a lot of people maybe complained like they didn't know where to go after doing that, but Bok is there, yes, that's Scribe. Right, so there's a couple things to do. Before we continue on that path, we're going to go to the Table of Lost Grace, because there's a bit of catching up to do here. Because we've obviously gone to the Erd Tree, we've done what we set out to do, but we've been turned away at the door. We're not welcome. Why? Why? Oh. Two Fingers, what are you doing?
Well, you managed to return. You know what this means. The Erd Tree has spurned you. The Fingers remain still, shaken by this turn of events. They are busy consulting the greater will. When they are finished, the Fingers will again offer their guidance. But thousands, if not tens of thousands, of moments must first pass.
Can they do it yesterday, please?
No matter for me, but you. How will you ever manage to wait?
Cryostasis?
Oh my.
So, the Two Fingers here, they've gone into some sort of hibernation and they are conversing with the greater will. To seek more guidance on what should, you know, what they should do with the Golden Order and me and everything. So we're about to admit something here to our little finger reader. I'm not entirely sure why we're going to say this to her, but...
Heavens forbid. That is not the domain of mere men. The burning of the Erd Tree is the first cardinal sin. And you say you seek the power of the Rune of Death too? The Rune of Death goes by two names. The other is Destined Death. The forbidden shadow plucked from the Golden Order upon its creation. Unleashing the rune now would be unthinkable. The Fingers would never permit it. Nor would the greater will.
The Fingers aren't here anymore, my dear.
But here we are. The Fingers dormant, severing our link to the greater will. The realm and all life in ruins. Impossible events transpire beyond the ken of the Fingers. Who is to say that the cardinal sin must be cardinal forever?
Now you're talking my language.
Finish the job. Take the course you deem most worthy.
I always liked you, Enya. And especially your music.
You must find kindling. Only the smoldering flame in the great forge of the giants on the highest peak in the lands between can burn the Erd Tree. But special kindling is required to reignite the flame. For the flame to burn the Erd Tree, a sacrifice is needed. Of one who envisions the flame and can lead you to the Rune of Death.
Very interesting.
Now go forth. Let the words of the Fingers guide you.
Well, your words are guiding me now, Enya. So, kindling. She said there's only one way to burn the Erd Tree. That's not entirely true. There are two ways in the game, okay? So one of the ways is to journey with Melania, and the other one is to use a different type of flame that exists in the world that we've kind of encountered already in some capacity. Now, the reason I'm on my map, I've just remembered. I've used this walk. I want to duplicate Morgoth's remembrance. So we've used the turtle down there, or the mausoleum, sorry. So give me another one. I won't touch these three because they're kind of all in a little pocket there. Give me this one. In the Eternal City. The Deep Root Depths, sorry. Why does it say Eternal City there? Oh, the Nameless Eternal City, right, okay. So there are 3 Eternal Cities. Oh, okay. Now, yeah, I want to duplicate Morgoth's remembrance because it gives you, much like the Regal Ancestors remembrance, it gives you a consumable item. Well, the Regal Ancestors gives you a talisman. This one will give you a reusable, consumable item. So we would like to duplicate that one. Go. We'll go get the power of that. Now, let me see. Any more equipment? No, not yet. So, like I said, here. So you can get Morgoth's Cursed Sword, which was his little secret there. You could see it was applying some bleed to us too. So what does it say? Warped blade of shifting hue used by Morgoth. The accursed blood that Morgoth recanted and sealed away reformed into this blade. So Morgoth had some sort of secret curse that he was keeping hidden away. And we'll learn a little bit more about that later. Now we get the Regal Omen Bairn. Doll of a curse-born Bairn from the Erdtree's royal line. Uses FP to unleash many wraiths that chase down foes. Omen babies born of royalty do not have their horns excised, but instead are kept underground, unbeknownst to anyone imprisoned for eternity. These memorial fetishes are fashioned in secret. So, we learned a little bit more about the omens here. So the particular type of creature from the Lands Between, obviously, and it seems that when an omen is born, they have horns on them, and if you're just born, so yeah, let me get that. If you're born as an omen, you are pretty much kind of shunned from society, and you have all your horns cut off. But if you are a royal, an omen born of royalty, as is the case with Morgoth, you retain your horns, but you're kind of hidden away from the world. But it seems that wasn't the case with Margit or Morgoth. The Elden Throne, yeah. So, people. Yes, sorry, there's a little bit more to do in the Round Table Hold. Let's see if Hugh or Roderick have anything else to say.
No. I need to do better than this. This will never kill a god. I can do better than this. It needs to slay a bloody god.
I mean, you've been working on that for a while, Hughie babe. But mine's almost ready to slay a god. I just need a couple more stones.
Oh, it's you. Don't pay me any mind, it's not important. Just lay out your arms.
There we get a little bit more information about Hugh. That he's trying to craft a weapon that can slay a god. I feel like I maybe mentioned this at some point, but I don't quite remember. So what do I have here now? I've got some smithing stone 6s. I don't need those for anything else, do I? Hang on. Torch 7s. Yeah, I can use those. Okay. And then I can do up my small shield a little bit. Okay. Good. Did I have any golden runes to sell to you, Hugh? No, we're all good. Roderica, anything?
Greetings. Are you here for...
Nope. So she's still on about the dung eater over here, but I do believe that what's his face will have something to say. And don't think I've forgotten about Nefeli, people. Oh no, I've not forgotten about Nefeli at all. Gideon.
You. What is it?
Well, a miserable bastard, aren't you? So look at all this now we've got. So yeah. When I defeated the Lord of Blood, I came here a little bit too soon to talk to him. I got ahead of myself. Where should I go?
If you're heading to the Forge of the Flame of Ruin, in the snowy mountaintops of the Giants, you'll need to find the Grand Lift of Rold, beyond the Forbidden Region. But go if you would. Take no heed of cardinal sin. The Two Fingers lost their purpose a long, long time ago.
Oh, it didn't sound like it when you were saying that I couldn't be a true member of the Round Table Hold until I received the wisdom of the Two Fingers. So make up your fucking mind, you old bitch. Right. Secret medallions, we know about those. Unlocated demigods. So again, we've kind of jumped the gun because we've already found one of them.
There are 4 more demigods yet to be located. Mikola of the Halig Tree, the Unalloyed, his twin, Melania, the undefeated swordswoman, Luna Princess Rani, daughter to Renala, and the one only known as the Lord of Blood. Rani is said to have cast aside her great rune, so here at the Hold, we seek the whereabouts of the remaining 3 shard bearers. If you should learn anything of these matters, I'll trade your findings for a hidden treasure or a long-lost right, known only to me. We both desire to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. As such, I hope we are compelled to work together.
Well, I've already found 2 of them. Gideon. However, again, what great runes do you have here, Gideon? I'm pretty sure you can't become Elden Lord unless you have at least 2 great runes. And so far, I have all of the great runes. All the great runes are belong to me. So the Megwin Palace.
Oh, so that's where the so-called Lord of Blood was hiding himself, eh? A fitting little squat for that deluded maniac to bleat about the revival of his precious dynasty, while he turns our fellow Tarnished into bloody fingers. Let him stay there. That way, his delusions will remain as they are, distant and unattainable. But perhaps it's worth looking into. If what I've heard is right, then maybe... my apologies. Lost myself for a moment there. The information you've shared is of great value. As promised, your reward. And it is a wondrous thing indeed.
I don't want an incantation, Gideon.
All I ask is that you remain constant.
Oh, he gave me a cookbook, fair enough. Thought he gave me an incantation. So yes, as we know, Sir Gideon Ofni, or the All-Knowing, is a hoarder of knowledge. And by bringing knowledge to him, we are helping him in his desire to be all-knowing. Although why you can't go out and do this yourself is beyond me. Then again, you did go out to that one village and killed everyone, so there was that. The cocoon, and we spoke about this cocoon, if you remember. The cocoon that houses Mikola, the Unalloyed, one of the Empyrean demigods.
I see. So Mikola was with the Lord of Blood after all. That is some fine intelligence indeed. With it, the final clue has been brought into the light. One of the last few pieces the round table. I need to put everything together. As promised, allow me to impart to you the last of the secret rites, known only to me.
Law of causality. So that's another type of Golden Order incantation. that's it. So yeah, Gideon is Gideon's after some lore of his own, really, isn't he? It's kind of having another player with us a little bit. So Margit Shackle, yeah, we got that one. So yeah, it's a permanent item here that you can use. So that's why I like to have it. So it's in my menu. There's a little reminder. Now, what did I just get? A causality. That was it. What does that say? Golden Order, Fundamentalists, manifests a small ring of causality within that allows the caster to automatically retaliate upon receiving a certain number of blows. Interesting. Fundamentalists describe the Golden Order through the powers of regression and causality. So we've got regression. What's this one? Healing, sorry. Causality is the pull between meanings, that which links all things in a chain of relation. And regression is the pull of meaning that all things yearn eternally to converge. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, you remember Nefeli? We'll deal with Dung Eater soon. Remember Nefeli? And now that we have taken out Morgott, her quest line should, I want to say, be completed. Let me go see. Not quite yet. I'm trying to remember how her quest is completed, or when, should I say.
Now, I suppose I'm free. I can do whatever takes my fancy. Can I?
Mate. So there's nothing else from you that we need. I think I could level up. Oh no, I did already. So let me rest here, actually. I'm sure it's when you defeat Morgott that you can... Oh, hello. Melania.
Think not of the kindling. I shall see to that. All I ask of you is to make the journey to the snowy mountain tops of the giants, far above the clouds. I know I'm asking you to commit a cardinal sin, but it must be done to reach the path beyond. And that is the path I wish to travel. What is your mind?
Right here with you, girl. So let me just try... I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, there we go. So we just had to talk to Gostock again and then rest a couple times. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the end... Hello, Godric. The end of Nefeli's, Gostock's, and Sir Kenneth Height's quests right here. There we go. So this is why we didn't kill Gostock, because he goes into the service of Nefeli, who Kenneth Height has chosen as the true and proper lord or lordess of Limgrave. Now, if you remember, we gave Nefeli, after she became depressed, we gave her the Stormhawk ashes to bring her back from the depths of depravity and despair. And now here she is, proud and strong.
Ah, nice to see you after so long. Safe and sound, I take it, yes? Good. Ah, quite. I have indeed selected a new ruler. Lady Nefeli is strong and just, worthy of the burden of Limgrave's lineage. Such is the sincere opinion of Kenneth Height, no less. For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady, but I plan on returning to my fort afterwards, at which time I can fulfill my old promise by raising you to the glory of knighthood.
Well, Kenneth,
I hope it is just as wonderful as you imagine.
I mean, you could do it here, to be honest with you.
For the time being, I share command, at which time by raising you, I hope it...
He never does fulfill that promise. He stays here forever. Now, one of the reasons we kept Gostock alive...
Ah, you, is it?
Haven't seen your mug in quite some time. As you can see, I'm the new lady's attendant. Freedom wasn't worth squat. Besides, I like it round here. Lady Nepheli's still fair of heart and countenance.
Can't say the same of you, Gostock. And also you spent your entire freedom stamping on Godric's head.
Still, I have the lady's trust, so I can loot all the corpses I like. I'll let you take a look at the goods if you fancy.
So the reason why we did not kill Gostock, people, is because of this. This is our first Titanite slab. With this, we can get our greatsword to maximum level. Cost 20k, but as you can possibly imagine, well worth it. I want to say this is the only one you can get before the mountaintops of giants, but is it? It might be. There is one more place to explore before that, so we'll see. Thank you, Gostock. Maybe that was what he was hiding in his sleeve this whole time. You know what? I think we get one from Nepheli, actually. I think we actually get another one from Nepheli. So I will talk to her in a second. How many messages do I have? 2. I've got 10, haven't I? This one's not being... This one isn't doing numbers. Do you know what? Get rid of this. I'm feeling patriotic. Let's do visions of praise. Praise. Oh, I know, yeah. Praise Tarnished. I mean, she is tarnished, technically. For anyone that doesn't know. The Monarch? The hero? Where's Warrior? She's a warrior. Hang on. There it is. Praise the warrior. And I have just the gesture for it. Hang on. Yes, my lord. My lord. There we are. My leg's a bit janky, but oh well. Nepheli, my dear. Also, the reason why you could never swing your sword in this place, you see the little round table symbol on the left? That's because of this.
It's been some time. I must thank you for your aid. I told Father I would be with him no longer. I remembered the vow I took when I first became a warrior, so many moons ago. This land is much like the one from which I hail. I will call upon the storm to drive away the foulness that has settled on the winds.
Well, I'm a Tarnished too. I'm from the same place, Nepheli, I think. The Badlands.
Again, I am Nepheli Lu, warrior. Some call me by the title of Lady, but I remain the same woman underneath, though I have now abandoned my former guidance. I cannot express how much you've helped me.
Yes, there you go. Sorry, you get you get another one. So you get 2 in one place. It's quite amazing, actually.
Should you become Elden Lord, I would gladly lighten your burden.
Well, you could swear your allegiance to me.
Farewell, fellow warrior. I will remain to summon the storm, but your guidance and your fight surely lie elsewhere.
Your throne's a little bit big there, Nepheli. Very funny. Very, very, very funny indeed. My message is better, though. Now,
I will remain, but your guidance surely lie.
So we can now get our twin blade and, or we could get our twin blade and greatsword up to maximum level. But I think I needed what it's on 23, isn't it? 23. I need some more level 8 smithing stones, don't I? Let me have a look. I've got 5. I think I need 6, don't I? Yeah, I need 1 more. Damn it. I need more level 7s. But there we go, look. The ancient Dragon Lord's seat is said to lie beyond time. The stone lightly twists time, allowing the creation of a weapon capable of slaying a god. There you go, Hugh. What did I tell you? Have some faith. See how that room back there is empty, and it's kind of... I get the feeling they created that room without fully knowing whether or not they were going to utilise it, because this quest was not available for completion when the game first came out. They patched it off for a couple months. So, Nefeli's quest done. Trying to think if there's any more quests. I don't think so. Volcano Manor, well, that'll be coming up soon. That's the Grand Lift of Rold. I hope I'm not missing anything. But there is something I want to do before I... Oh, actually, no. I am actually going to go here because I want to get to the Divine Tower. As you might imagine, we've got some great runes to cash in, people. And Morgoth's Great Rune is my favourite. Now, a lot of people might think it's boring. But I like it because, I'll show you when we get there. But there's also something else interesting about this Divine Tower that we're going to be heading towards now. So if you remember, there's a big old door at the end of this road. And that's where we're going. But there is something interesting about this tower, okay? All I'll say is we can activate 2 Great Runes here. Okay? We can activate 2 Great Runes. Now. Here we go. So again, covered in ash. But over here we have a few misbegottens that we have to deal with, unfortunately. And I think there's some doggos too lurking about, so do be careful. Oh, and there's I think there might even be a Leonine misbegotten up above us, so watch out for those doggos. Hello. Come on. Of course. Every time. Oh, I forgot I've got powered up jump attacks too, which is very, very nice. Oh, hello. Excuse you. So, if I recall, there is something weird over here. Something weird. Not these flowers. No. Oh, not you. Oh, you're down here, though. I don't remember you being down here. I'm sure there was one up above. No. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. So, something weird here. Don't know why. Do you notice anything out of the ordinary? Hello, doggy. It's just a doggy. Oh, you good boy. Oh, you good boy. Oh, you want a treat? Sorry. I do miss dogs, actually, even though this one is obviously a horrendous, mangy monster mutt. It's been a while since I've encountered a dog, really. I love dogs. We had them in our family when I was younger, but no, most recently I've had a cat, not a dog. Which cats are fine, they're great. They, depending on if you get the right breed, they can be very loving and cushy and friendly, but it can also be a bit of a gamble. But with dogs, they're so loving, and their love is so unconditional, provided you treat them right and raise them properly and with correct discipline. And there's nothing worse than that. I hate when you go to someone's house and you see their dog and they're begging, like constantly begging for food, or they're barking because they're craving attention. And that's just a sheer lack of discipline. Like, at the end of the day, a dog is a dog. It's not a human. As much as, as friendly as dogs are and lovable, they require discipline. They still respond to pack life, being descended from wolves and everything. They require guidance. They require an alpha figure in their lives. So if you just let your dog run wild and pick up bad manners... There you are, I thought so. Right, we want to take out the perfumer here. Oh, you just hit your friend. Oh, if you don't mind. So the perfume is a problem because they buff the enemies. There we go. Now we're safe. Kind of. Where's flying dude? There. You know what? I don't have to deal with your bullshit anymore. Do I? Oh, right in the dome. Bye-bye. Okay. Sorry, I forgot about that. There is a second Leonine to watch out for. But yeah, a dog, dog needs some discipline. I'm not saying you don't hit the dog, but it's like bringing up a child. You have to discipline them when they're naughty, and have to show them good manners, and how to be around other people and other dogs. And if you manage that, you'll end up with one of the best companions you could hope for. So without boasting or being big-headed, when we had dogs in our family, and we had 3, but I mean they're all dead now. We had 3, but one of them died relatively young because they sadly got run over by a car. But our dogs were very well mannered. They're very, very lovable, very well behaved, good around other people. I know we had 4 technically, although the first one we had was like a sheepdog, because we had a small holding. So it was very much a working dog, but I was too young to remember that anyway. But yes, if you get a little doggy or a big doggy, just make sure you raise them properly. The more effort you put into your dog, the happier and friendlier it will be. Having said that, I don't necessarily like all dogs, in the sense, I know it's quite bad, but some of them, the way they look, so I'm not a great pug person, ones that have all the scrunched up faces and they're a little bit sniffly and they dribble everywhere. I'm not a great fan of small terriers like Chihuahuas. I like Jack Russells. In fact, one of my dogs I had was a Jack Russell. But preferably, give me a nice medium-sized dog. Give me a Labrador. Give me a Retriever. Give me a Border Collie. A Beagle. I do like a Beagle too. Very cute. But then some bigger dogs, I think might be a little bit too much, like a Great Dane or even a Dalmatian. They're quite big. Or English Bulldog or something like that. Or I'm not a great fan of Staffordshire Bull Terriers either, I'm afraid. They're the guys with the huge heads and the big jaws. It's not so much that I'd be scared of them. Because again, if you raise the dog properly, unfortunately, at least in the UK, they're associated with being violent. But that's often because of the type of people that buy them and breed them. Is this a talisman? Yeah. So we've already got the +2 for that one. Capital Outskirts. Oh, it's technically part of this place. That's cool. Hello. Can't use my horse this time, I don't think. No. Don't think it's going to matter too much here. What was I saying? Doggies. Oh, Staffordshire Bull. Yeah, it's now this one's a little bit tricky, I think. Yeah, you got to be careful of this one, because it grows into a big scarab. And there you go. Yeah, it's not so much the fact that they have a bad reputation, it's more just I don't find them too attractive. Like I like a bit more of a cute dog, a doggo. But ultimately though, you know, put any dog in front of me and I will stroke them and scratch them and play with them and love them all the same. I'm talking more about, like, if I had to choose a dog that I'd want to have as a pet, really, I think. Yeah. I'd love a border collie, because they're so intelligent and friendly and loving, but they are a lot of work. You need to really... you really need to dedicate yourselves to, and, you know... because they require a lot of stimulation and exercise and blah 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 blah. So yeah, I killed that guy, even though we've been teleported to this place now. I mentioned these briefly at some point. So they're just two fell omens, the fell twins, which does have some meaning here. So your friend, your twin wasn't. Your twin didn't have their head in the game because they literally just let you die. So this one's a little bit tougher, it would seem. Yeah, you're doing some good damage. They probably get buffed when you defeat the first one. So let me heal up. Yeah, so the fact that we have two omens here has some significance. Still haven't forgotten the cliff bottom catacombs, buddy. There we are. Omen Killer Rollo. So we will get teleported to the end of the bridge, I believe. Yep. So there might be a couple items on this bridge. I will run back after I'm done here. So here's the Divine Tower of Leyndell, or the Eastern Tower of Leyndell, which I mentioned. And you may remember that I said that this is where you also activate Mohg's Lord of Blood's rune, Great Rune. But it also happens to be where you activate Morgoth's Great Rune. And we just fought a boss called... My apologies, people. I thought the lift was bigger. That's why I walked onto this bit. I was like, oh, you know, I'm going to do my usual pacing while I talk about lore stuff. My apologies. Just have to wait a little bit longer. So yeah, we just fought a boss called the Fell Twins. And we are now activating two great runes in this place. One from Mohg, who was an omen, and one from Morgoth, who was also an omen. So the guys with horns growing out of them. If you haven't guessed already, they are brothers. Okay, they were brothers. So Morgoth and Mohg were also, or were both, the offspring of Marika and Godfrey. However, it seems they very much diverged in their paths. Mohg chose to embrace his lust for power and his lust for blood, quite literally, because he was the Lord of Blood, whereas Morgoth shunned his bloodlust and he locked it away in that little cane that he had, and the sword that you can get. And during the fight with Morgott, when he exploded, and I almost killed him before he'd finished his dialogue, that was kind of him unleashing his curse, his secret, and that was his, that he was like an imperfect demigod who was harboring, this curse, this. A little bit of a view of the mountaintops of giants there. It's interesting. But yeah, look where we are now. And also, you still can't see the bloody Sky City. So it should be here somewhere. And we cannot see head nor tail of it. I mean, at least up here it's a little bit more foggy. Let's look on this side. What's that building in the background? Is that the Bestial Sanctum? I think it is. Hang on. I mean, I should really have my telescope on my quick bar. I do use it quite a lot. That's Limgrave Divine Tower. That's Caelid Divine Tower. I wonder what that is in the background. Maybe it's Redmane Castle, or it's supposed to be. You can see Fort Gale. No, that's Redmane Castle at the back. I guess that is supposed to be the Bestial Sanctum. Okay. But we can't see the this tower here. Where's that? It would be about down there. So that's under the fog. That's fine. So the Flying City would be over there somewhere. Right. So yes. And yet again we have a perished Two Fingers. So these were the Two Fingers that would have given their imparted their greater will onto Morgott and the Lord of Blood, who were twins. There we go. So let's get Morgott's rune. Sorry, I beg your pardon, Mogs. What does that say? And what does it do? Blood to blessing of blood to phantoms. A great rune of the Shardbearer Moog. Its blessing grants Its blessing grants a blessing of blood to summoned phantoms, and imparts a phantom great rune upon successful invasion. So it's an invasion rune. Moog and Morgott are twin brothers, and their great runes are naturally similar. But Moog's rune is soaked in accursed blood, from his devout love for the wretched mire that he was born into far below the earth. There we go. So it's very much a case of an evil twin sort of situation. And then Moog's, which is the one I like to use. I apologise, I'm getting the names mixed up. I feel like my mum and dad when they mix up the names of me and my brothers, Morgott and Moog. So this is Morgott's great rune. I have two brothers, by the way. Greatly raises maximum HP. Okay, so this is very similar to the Ember effect in Dark Souls 3. It just gives you a huge boost of HP. It just gives you a huge boost. I want to say like 30% maybe? More? So on top of our soft cap now for Vigor, if we use this, we'll be getting another huge boost in HP. So, like, you can't really go wrong with it. It's a very safe option, but I you know, that's my kind of thing. Let's read about it. Great Rune of the Shardbearer Morgott. Its blessing greatly raises maximum HP. This Great Rune is the anchor ring that houses the base and proves two things. So remember, these are all parts of the Elden Ring. That the Omen King was born of the golden lineage, and that he was indeed the Lord of Leyndell. So yes, He was born of Marika and Godfrey. So it seems as though Moog was born/sent underground, whereas Morgott was allowed to remain on the surface despite being an omen, which is interesting. Maybe they could sense the evil in Moog and sent him deep underground. So do you know what? Give me this, please. Finally. So, that's our HP now. Do you know what? We'll use our little compass as a gauge. So it goes to where that dot is there. That's a little bit further, but let's just say it goes there. And then what is our HP? It's 1,957. That will go up a little bit more because when we get a better version of this talisman, it will go up again. But for now, so 1957. So if I use a rune arc, look at that. So it's gone all the way to over there. Yes, beautiful. Now we have 2,446. So let's say around 500 extra HP. So the more HP you have, because I think it's a 30% increase on your maximum HP, the more HP you have, the more good this rune is, basically. So we can survive another maybe 1 or 2 blows from a mid to hard boss or enemy. Very good. It's the difference between life and death, which is what I'm interested in here. Now, apologies, all the babbling, all the lore, but we've kind of reached a pinnacle point in the game here. Okay. So I'll check the time while I'm going down here, and we will continue along. So we've got like 15 minutes. Okay. We'll continue along the. Oh no! Almost got me. I want to go back and do the underground, Shining Grounds sewage place. Yeah, I want to do that first. So I left that mainly because I wanted to get as much XP from the capital, and I wanted to get that great rune to help us out there, because it can be a little bit difficult as well. There's some tough enemies down there, so I wouldn't recommend going there too soon. Now, were there any items? Were there any items here? I am curious. Let's see. I tell you what, I will just go down. There's another lift in this place that goes down. It's weird, you have to go down to go up to the mountaintops of giants. This isn't the grand lift rolled over here, by the way. This is just an ordinary lift. So it doesn't look like we missed any items, which is fine. You're back there. So whilst those the bosses here were like, carbon copies of Fellowmans, at least it had some impact on the lore of the area, at least. Like, it fleshed out the lore a little bit for us. Now, as we go down here, we need to watch out for a little platform to jump onto. Where is it? Where is it? I think I might miss it on my first go, which is fine. It's there. Okay. I missed this I think, until my most recent playthrough before this one. So this is my most missed bit of Elden Ring right here. So we get the official's attire. I think this is to do with the Black Flame. Blade of Calling. Yeah, I think that's the potential spoilers. Let me see. I won't say whose sword it is yet. Let's have a look. Dagger given to one who set out on a journey to fulfill her duty long ago. The power of its former owner, the Kindling Maiden, there we go, is still apparent. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. So, I mean, at this stage we already kind of know who that is, kind of. So, potential spoilers. The Enya in the Round Table Hold said that we need to sacrifice somebody as kindling for the burning the Erd Tree. And who told us previously that we don't need to worry ourselves about the burning, the kindling for the Erd Tree, burning the Erd Tree? It was Melania. So, that is Melania's blade right there. Okay. Now, the only reason I'm coming here is to get the Grace Sight, just so we can teleport back. And this is our first little taste of the mountaintops of giants right here. Or the Forbidden Lands. So this is... we actually saw this from the Altus Plateau. This is the big old land bridge. Okay, so we haven't got the map yet, but if you looked from up here, there was a big old land bridge going across here to the mountaintops. Well, up to here. There you go. And that's what this thingy is here. So, before we do that, like I said, we're going to go do the subterranean part of the city. Take me, please, to the Avenue balcony. Now, you remember the well that was in the slums back in Lanedale? That's where we're going, peeps. Excuse me. So, we've done everything here. We don't need to worry about killing enemies and stuff. We just got to watch out for the bagheads. Look at my HP now, people. I'm embered up. Embered up. I'm curious what other people... maybe put in the comments. What's your favourite Great Rune and why? For me, I'm a big old tanky boy. I like to be strong. I like to punish. I like to take hits. I like to withstand blows. Anyway, over here, you see this item? Okay, so that was... we've actually been down there. That's just the sewer bit of the slums over there that we already saw. But now we're entering a whole new place, and believe you me, when I first discovered this place, in my first playthrough, I was like, "What the hell? Where am I going?" Because I hadn't unlocked the Dungeeter and all of that sort of stuff in my first playthrough. I was just kind of just going in blind. Where are you going, boy? Okay, so another little teaser there. So FYI, the Dungeeter is down here in a jail cell. As he told us, we have the key for the cell. It is actually in that room over there. We have to go all the way around there. Have you ever felt the pox with all your being? No, but you shall, my dear friend. Poison dart, good. So it's kind of a weird dungeony area. Subterranean shunning grounds. Now, this item, you see there's a little drop down up there on this beam. We can't get this until much later in the game. Okay? It's one of the final items you'll get in the game. Provided you've been playing the game in this particular way. Now, look at these fellowmans. These have their horns intact. So, does that mean that these are of royalty? I don't know. They're strong. I know that much. Send you flying. Okay. So these omens have not had their horns cut off. I wonder. I don't really know the lore, I'll be honest. It's just interesting to see. Now that's from the other side, as is expected. So do you know what? I'm thinking maybe let's just get to the Dungeeter, and I'll finish the episode there. Do I need to rest? Yeah, I might as well. Can't level up yet, no. Do I have any gold? Do I have any golden runes? No, not enough. That's fine. Okay. So I don't want to deal with you again. So yeah, these guys, it's kind of it feels good to be able to kill them now without dying, but they're also much stronger than the fellowmans that I faced in the cliff bottom catacombs all that time ago. That was in my humble pie episode. I might as well get a backstab if I can. Yeah. So as you can see, they I did press R2 then. They're quite bulky and they hurt. That big old sword hurts. And they only give 2,000 souls, which feels a little bit disproportionate. What was it that gave us 6,000 souls? Do you remember? What was that? Oh, it was those Bloodlord dudes in the palace. Mergwyn's palace. They gave like 6k souls each, and I'm pretty sure they respawn too. Oh. Ah, the good old Dark Souls rat in a box. Although you guys are being extremely passive. Now, through there is the way to go. That is progression. However, watch out for this trap. We're going this way. Because this is the way to the dung guitar. Now. Oops. So I'm going to try and get this... Ah, shit. Knocked over. And then I might go with the old twin blade. I got poisoned. That's fine. Yeah, I'll finish off with the twin blade. I forgot there were little flowers down here. I probably shouldn't have cured myself yet until I dispatched that dude. Right, there we go. No, no, no. Don't do that, please. Beams of light coming my way. Ouchies. That lasted a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I remember very weak to frost. So just think Pokemon. Grass types are weak to frost. Or ice, sorry. No, my torch, please. Honestly, I could just use my Hoarfrost because I'm going to be teleporting back to the fucking... Oh, wrong. wrong. I'm going to be teleporting back to the roadside anyway. Oops. I think that's what it's called. Underground roadside, yeah. So, we can actually do a little bit of Dungeys' quest here. I think I'll do that now. And then I will finish the episode. Kind of makes sense. So you can already start to hear something. Something squishing. Runark? Oh, shit. Do you know, I was thinking to myself, I'm sure there's supposed to be an enemy here, and I fell right for it. Ouchies. No, please. Gentlemen. I'm just going to go for it, otherwise I'll get overwhelmed. Well, imagine if I didn't have the Great Rune on, people. I would have died, probably. So, look in here.
Let me out. Let me out of here. Must eat more. Defile more. Everything that matters to you. For generations to come. I am the Dung Eater. A scourge upon the living.
Oh, bashing his head there. So this is the real Dung Eater. Let's talk to this fine fellow. This is a fellow Tarnished, right, by the way.
Who are you? I've been here long enough. I will kill again. And defile each corpse with care. Just to be sure that when they're reborn, they'll be cursed. Along with their children. And their children's children. For all time to come.
Well, looks like the actor from, is it The Walking Dead and Death Stranding? I don't know his name. You know the one. Dung Eater.
I will kill again, just to be held.
So, I don't think there's anything extra, but I'm going to just go to talk to the Dung Eater's spiritual form up here in the Round Table Hold to see if they have anything to say. Don't know if they do. Oh, actually, no, I think they do. They tell you to go somewhere. Yeah, here we go. I'll defile you next. Come to the outer moat. So, the outer moat of the capital. And who do we recall is in the outer moat of the capital? Uh-oh. The very person that warned us about the Dung Eater. So, has the other Brummy lady got anything to say?
Greetings, are you here for
About the spirits' voices?
I can't hear them anymore. The voices of the spirits cowering from the curse. I suppose the Dung Eater must have left the Round Table. I just pray nothing ill comes of this.
Oh, I've got nothing to do with it, Roderica. Nothing at all whatsoever. Bye. So let's accept the Dung Eater's invitation and go and see Blackguard here. Now, do you remember how I said? I think I said a while ago how there's no grace site here. Like it just would have been. It would have been useful. Put it that way. So you'd have to run the gauntlet every time and dodge golems and stuff. You can actually see the dragon from out here. I don't think I ever remarked on that before. Grand Sax, that was it. And you can see where America's bedchamber is too. So yeah, it's a bit of a ride south. Watch out. I know it's kind of, you know, a mild complaint. I do wish Torrent could be a little bit faster. Or maybe you get an upgrade like halfway through the game that makes Torrent go quick. Is this the right one? Yeah. So, our Blackguard friend is he's alive and well over here. Okay. So let's talk to him. Have some fresh crab.
Want some more crab, do you?
All I'll say is, if you want to buy anything from this guy now is the time, people.
Yeah. And now I've seen it here again. Never thought I would. What he does to those bodies. It was him. No question. That monster. He's lurking round here.
But why here in particular, Blackguard? Why here in particular? God, did I miss an item here? Oh my goodness, Josh. Right. Let me make another note about that one. Excuse me. I don't remember the episode, but what was it? Outskirts. Item by Blackguard. Okay. Apologies. That just makes me think, how many more items have I missed in the game? Oh well. We've not missed any important items. Which reminds me, actually, I need to look at cookbooks, because I got the furthest cookbook from somebody. Was it Gideon? Where is it? Sorry. Key. The further was to do with sleep stuff, I think. Bewitching Branch. Oh, okay. That's the thing that's to do with Mikola. I'm curious now, have I missed any more cookbooks? Let me see. 1, 2, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 24. No, we're good. I think there is 24 of those, so I think we've got all those. TBH. So, sorry, I'm actually not actually paying attention. 7, that's fine. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good so far. Now, I think if you teleport away, something will happen here. However, I'm going to try this. I wonder if this will work. I've never tried before. We're on 70 hours, by the way. Criminy Christmas. It might be a little bit more because I've left the game on for a bit on some occasions, like in between episodes and stuff. So it might not be fully accurate, but thereabouts. Continue. Let me see. Let's get ready, just in case. Yep. Oh boy. Having fun there, Bogart. Humphrey Bogart. Right. So, we're going to get invaded. And you can possibly imagine who by. Oh wait. No! I think you have to talk to Blackguard first. Sorry. I don't want to activate that crab yet. Because I want to... I want to use that crab. I think I did mention in the episode when we first came here that we can use that crab to our advantage if we want to. I'm going to try and show you. Anyway, my dear fellow. It looks like you've had your bits played with.
It serves me right. Fitting bloody end. For a jumped up little shit with big ideas.
It's Leonardo DiCaprio from whatever that film was, where he wears the mask.
Help me out. Would you, mate?
Have some crab first.
Just let me die. I don't want to live like this. Not anymore. So, please.
Is this crab available for purchase before you... Oh. Well, I think I'll just take the crab, if you don't mind. Seed Bed Curse, Iron Ball, so that's the weapon that guy uses for some reason. And their mask. And look who we have here.
I will kill you and devour your corpse. Then the pox will truly be your own.
Okay. I don't want to get... No. I don't want to get death flighted. Not me. Not me. I want somebody else to get death flighted. Hey, just... Dung Eater, just stand there, please. What happened? Yeah. Every time. So, I first discovered that, Sword of Milos, by the way. I first discovered that because when I fought Dung Eater for the first time, we both got Death Blighted. Because remember, only NPCs in the game can get Death Blighted. And Dung Eater is indeed an invading NPC. So he got Death Blighted by the crab. So if you're not willing to fight Dung Eater properly, then you can do that. Maybe now he'll become one of Fear's champions. Okay. It was a little bit spicy there. I almost got Death Blighted myself. Anyway, Blackguard's Mask. Iron Mask forced on convicted prisoners, worn by the Blackguard Big Bogart, or Bogart. To Bogart, the mask made him all the more threatening and helped him get what he wanted, but it was also a mirror of his emptiness. Yes, indeed. And then we also got the Sword of Milos, which is Dung Eater's weapon. So it is a greatsword. Sinister greatsword fashioned from a giant's backbone meets out wounds like a lopsided saw blade and restores some FP upon defeating an enemy. That's interesting. What, does it scale with intelligence? No, just Dex. Milos was undersized for a giant and was viewed as sullied and terribly grotesque. So, a little bit like the Dung Eater himself. But also he was using the Omen's brain there. Whatever it's called. He was using this. Regal Omen Bairn, sorry, not brain. So that is the end of Black Bogart's quest. And we have progressed the Dung Eater's quest. So, is there a version of you back in the Round Table Hold? Let me go look. I think there is. I think there is. And he's like, you managed to ward off my curse.
There you are. You warded off my blessing, despite the curse stirring within.
And I gave you a different kind of blessing.
Succeeded in that before. How? I thought. Then it hit me that you are, in fact, me, and I am the Dung Eater. It is my flesh that must receive the blessing.
So he's had a revelation. It's not his victims that need to be cursed. It is in fact himself. In order to get what he desires, which is to curse existence for the rest of time, he needs to receive the curse.
Give me your blessing. Defile my flesh with the seedbed curse. Again and again. Until it is done. Until a cursed ring coalesces that may one day defile order itself. Countless I have killed, and countless I have defiled, and soon the fruits will be born. Hundreds will be reborn cursed, and they'll bear thousands of cursed children, who bear tens of thousands more. A few of those will be born just like me, and they'll kill and defile, and bless in my stead. The rotten fools. My fate was the grandest, most brilliant of them all.
Whatever you say, Pooh Boy.
My corporeal, give it your blessing.
Oh, sorry.
Defile my flesh with the seedbed curse, until a curse ring coalesces.
So, this cursed ring that the Dung Eater speaks of, what could it be? Could it be a great rune? Or could it in fact be a type of mending rune? Something that we could use to change the order of the world? I think that could be it, people. Like I said, he's realised that only we are capable now of imparting the curse upon the Dung Eater himself, for him to realise his fiendish ambitions. So there is not much point in going back to the Dung Eater's corporeal flesh right now. I don't know why I'm over there. I always thought this was weird. You can't actually look inside the subterranean shunning grounds, but you can teleport there from here. Yeah, there's not much point in going there because we need all of the seedbed curses in the game. So, another thing I will say, you remember how I said don't kill Blackguard Boggart back in Liurnia? If you do that, you will be locked out of the Dung Eater's ending, and you will miss 100% completion of the game. Okay. And the reason that we have to keep Blackguard Boggart alive is so we can get his seedbed curse, because we need all of the seedbed curses in the game to feed to the Dung Eater. And I want to say there are 5, maybe. How many do we have now? 4. So let me think. The last one is... If there are 5, the last one will be in the Halig Tree, which is a secret area of the game. The only reason I'm mentioning that is because we've already discussed the Halig Tree and the potential for us to get there from the Grand Lift of Rold. Okay, that was a while ago. Okay, and this whole thing will be coming up soon as well. The means to get to the Earth Tree. Sorry, Halig Tree. But for now, we're going to leave it there. And when we come back, we'll do the rest of the Shunning Grounds and finally make our way up to the mountaintops of giants. And then that's kind of, that's we're getting sort of, well, I don't know. There's the last few areas of the game, let's say, okay? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more areas after the Shunning Grounds. But they're not necessarily small areas, so there's still a bit to look forward to. Otherwise, we're making good progress. Right. Thank you everybody for watching, as always, and I will catch you next time. Bye!